CB Smith Reserve here in the city of Moreland for this round 18 clash between the Moreland Zebras and Werribee City. My name is Dominic Montesano. I'll be your commentator for today's game, and joining me in the box today, President of the Moreland Zebras, Joe Sala. Joe, welcome.
G'day Dom, how are you?
Very well, thank you, mate. Just about to get started as players make their way to through the race here at CB Smith Reserve. We're in for a enthralling game today, definitely, Joe.
Look, I don't doubt it. We've got plenty to prove today to see what sort of response the boys can conjure up after a relatively poor result last Friday night against Dandy City. So expectation is that we'll give a better account of ourselves, so we're hopeful for that. We
definitely will. We'll go through the two-team lineups. I'll start with the away team, Joe. So for Werribee City, number 2, Nicholas Bavkar. Number 22, Cameron Davies. Number 19, Carlin Feely. Number 11, Jay Kelly. Number 3, Aki Machiyama. Number 16, Samuel McCall. Number 6, Bradley Murray. Number 12, Christian Rossi. Number 9, George Slefrendoris. Number 7, Trevor Sismukalu. And number 10, Jake Butler. And for the home side, Joe?
For the Moreland Zebras, number 16, David Cardamone. Number 9, Alec Goodwin. Number 12, Saul Halpin. Number 1, goalkeeper Andre Genese. Number 6, skipper Rashid Mahazi. Number 8, Joshua McMonigal Ihaz. Number 5, Daniel Petrov. Number 4, Tremaine Sadler. Number 20, Tiziano Slongo. Number 3, Nicholas Simioy. And number 11, Jacob Watsons. On the bench for Moreland Zebras is number 21, Christopher Sonis. Number 16, Aaron Turner. Number 13, Jared Medzadra. Number 22, Maxim Illich. And number 19, Stefan Cardamone.
So the Zebras boys make their way to the race. We're still waiting on the visitors, Werribee, who've taken a little bit longer in the change rooms, Joe. But definitely, like you mentioned earlier, we'll be looking for a much improved performance from the boys today after last Friday night's game against Dandy City.
Well, without fail, Dominic, and a failure for a response would not bode well for the fortunes for the rest of the season for Moreland Zebras.
You've got to change it on. It's not anymore that one. It's not that link anymore. You've got to change it. Yeah, that's why people aren't seeing it.
Alright, just as we wait, we'll keep you updated today through around the grounds with some of the other potential matchups going on, and we'll just go through some of those fixtures before, as we're still waiting here, which we've just ticked past 3 o'clock local time here at CB Smith and still have no sign of the opposition team.
Nor the referees, I might add.
No.
So we're currently sitting at 3:04, Dominic, so not quite sure what the Federation's stance is on all those things, but supposedly 3 o'clock was the kick-off.
Some of the matches around the grounds, Joe. So we've got Brunswick City taking on Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City taking on Eastern Lions, Moreland City against Murray United, North Geelong against Whittlesea Rangers, and Springvale White Eagles versus Dandenong City today.
Well, the west side, Dominic, has probably opened up a little bit with some of these results that we've incurred. We've given a little bit of hope to teams below us, so there's not a great deal of gap. So there's no room for us any slip-ups.
No, definitely isn't. No. So Zebras, as we said, we'll be looking forward to making amends for last week's performance and getting a win, which is the start of a 6-game home spell here at CB Smith Reserve. So we'll still waiting for the opposition team to come through. A few players getting a little bit restless and frustrated there in the as we're waiting for them to come through now. To the race, belated, we're about 5 minutes past, so the game will start a little bit later here today. Still waiting for the match fixtures.
Today's NPL 2 clash between Moreland Zebras and Werribee. Just a bright announcement by name before kick-off.
Here we are at Moreland Zebras as the players make their way to the middle of the park. Going through the formalities and handshakes, etc.
Zebras welcome back David Cardamone after missing a week through thigh injury, Dominic. So
Yes,
expectations that he's 100% fit.
welcome return for him in the starting lineup. We missed him last week, definitely, Joe, and
Yeah, we
Michael,
certainly did. Having said that, we had plenty of the ball through the midfield, so the depth of this squad is something that makes us feel a little bit more comfortable with each passing game.
definitely.
The trick for us is to actually get the result and score the goal.
Michael Halpin making a start again, consecutive weeks for him to starting for the Zebras as well.
Yeah, the English lad's done nothing wrong since he's joined. He's trained the house down. He's hit the crossbar last week, which was a bit unlucky for him. Possesses that little bit of quality. I just feel like match fitness is probably not 100% yet. Didn't get a great deal of running with the Rangers through the first half of the season, but he's settled in quite well.
Young Nicholas Simeoi making his home debut back for the Zebras again, back in Zebras colours after a couple of year absence there, Joe, as well.
Yeah, good to see. The youngster left us. He's a dual Mirabella medalist with us.
Yes.
Went off to Melbourne City, got a couple of caps start and a couple of off the bench for Melbourne City. But like is the case with most youngsters that leave clubs, they don't actually have to come back to the club of origin for the first year. So he's straight up to the next level. But released by Green Gully in the window, it's a no-brainer for Moreland Zebras to have him back.
As the two respective captains make their way to the centre of the park for the coin toss.
Rashid Mahazi and George Slefendoris, the big number 9.
Yes. And Jake's
Bit of a journeyman, George. George has been to a few clubs, Bendigo, Whittlesea Rangers, Werribee. I think there's one more in between then, maybe even St Albans.
Yep. And it looks like the Zebras will be kicking to the land track end of the ground in his first half.
That's correct. The southern end, Dom.
Southern end.
Including the endless turf side of the ground down that end.
Once again, we thank all our major sponsors here at the Zebras for 2018's Mirabella Metal Form Group, Jeep, Essendon Jeep, should I say, Landtrack Environmental Solutions, Perfect Timber Floors, Rosengall Wholesale Fresh Foods, Crocams, and Degani in Coburg. So we thank all our major sponsors.
Indeed, we do.
There's the referee. About to get us underway. We're ready to start with the kickoff.
3:09.
And we are underway here at CB Smith Reserve. Werribee with the kickoff. Werribee with the ball in possession now. Looking for the long ball through the middle. Finds it through. Long one over the top. Petrov there for the Zebras. Cleans up, and Janeza easily cleans that one there up. Takes a touch. Tells his players to settle down. Looking for the options forward. Plays Williams. Williams with the ball now for the Zebras. Long one over the top. Searching for Goodwin. Gets underneath it. Bit of push off the ball. Referee calls play on. Goodwin down with the ball there still. And the referee's pulled it up and called the free kick. Bit of a belated there free kick, Joe.
Yeah, a bit of delayed reaction from the ref. I thought and now we've played on while the ball's rolling, so back we go. But Alec Goodwin, unfortunate not to get the first direct free kick, and he's limping as a result. Players cannoned into the back of him, but big strong lad like Alec.
Seems okay though. He's just walked it off a little bit there.
Petrov over the ball.
Long one over the top, looking for Goodwin again. Chest it down to Mahazi. Mahazi, one over the top. Look at the path of Goodwin. Can't find him, no. Werribee clear. Come back out wide. Werribee with it. Grandstand side of the ground. Back through the middle there. Cut off though by Goodwin. Brilliantly done. Finds Simeoi in the middle. Simeoi with the ball. Takes a touch. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin with the ball. Tries to get under control, but had the defender from Werribee there come through and clear it out for them, but just can only get as far as the Zebras technical area. Nick Crivelli with the mark on the sidelines there for the Zebras. Ball comes back into play. Mahazi tries to bring it down. Tries to get it through. Still putting the pressure on him. Mahazi goes round, but referee's found another free kick there, and it will be the way of the Werribee City.
Just leaned over him with his hands there over the shoulder there. Referee had no hesitation.
Yeah, an obvious one there, I think.
Alec hasn't been able to hold the ball so far. He's let it roll round his body unseen, the defender behind him. So Zebra's not in clean possession just yet.
turnover there, but brought back down. One by Williams. Look from Halpin, I think it is there. Yes,
Yeah,
brilliantly done by Halpin. Hazy over the top, looking for Katamati, but a bit too much on that one for Katamati to retrieve, and the ball goes over the line for a Werribee throw-in. Quick one taken there by Werribee. Brought down. Goodwin putting the pressure. Brilliantly done there by Goodwin. Long one over the top, and the referee linesman's flag will go up there, and it's offside there on the Werribee captain.
A little bit of a strange start from Moreland Zebras, not as slick as last week. Obviously, just yet to settle.
Jacob Williams with the ball now, out wide to Petrov. Petrov looking down the line. Simioy tries to turn, can't get past, but still finds Monagali Huss, and ball goes over the line. Werribee kick it out. Zebras throwing, Petrov to take.
So we've lined up young Nicholas Simioy on the right wing at this stage, with Saul Halpin on the left wing, with Big Alec in the middle. So they're still playing the 4-3-3 formation, Dominic.
Yep.
Cardamone's slotted into his usual left-sided position. Hazy sitting, and Josh Mack on the right-hand side.
There's a foul there called by the linesman now. Werribee will take a free kick deep in their defensive half. Dare say their goalkeeper will come up and take the kick. So a little bit of a slow start for the Zebras. Haven't really started like we did last week.
No, a bit uncharacteristic, but it's the final result. We're at the final result stage, Dominic,
Exactly.
where football's going to take a secondary position at the moment. We need to get some points on the board.
So Werribee with the ball in the middle there. Skips past Williams. Line one through now. Coming out wide. Petrov covering. Not giving him the easy option in. Werribee still in possession with the ball. Zebras won't mind him banging it all out here. Taken. Shot taken from far, but it's over Genese's head. He had that covered. It'll be a goal kick for Genese and for the Zebras.
Under the pup last week, Andre Genese will want to improve on that performance. We know he's a good goalkeeper. It's just sometimes the concentration span has to be there for the entire game. So I'm sure he's aware of that. Moreland allowing Werribee a bit of time on the ball, and indeed allowing him to have that strike from distance. Murray well headed away. Tiziano's long to clean up. Bit of a battle here. Werribee won it in their front third. Oh,
One over the top, but look off. But
play on says.
Gone out for a corner.
What looked offside.
Looked
was
offside.
Innocuous, but obviously not.
No, linesman called play on. Referee called play on. It was a penalty shout from the Werribee supporters and players, but nothing doing there from the referee.
I'll tell you, Dominic, I don't like the early signs. Moreland giving far too much respect to this Werribee lineup.
So Murray there for Werribee, ex-Zebras player, to take the corner. Short one there, an option. Murray ignores. Goes over the top, front post looking. Williams with the header out. Ball back out wide to Murray. Murray takes a touch. Builds up to 1-2 there. No, doesn't get it. Werribee with it there now, and lines and calls a goal kick there for the Zebras.
Just a bit scratchy at the moment. Sadler hasn't had a touch on the ball.
Not yet, no.
Neither has Petrov. We haven't had the usual possession style and then go forward and find the gaps in the middle of the park. So maybe there's been a tactical change by Falstad Images today.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Genese looks to get proceedings underway again.
So Bukapa there for the Zebras, starting consecutive matches on the bench, Joe. We're sure we'll probably see him a little bit later on.
Yeah, the youngsters played fairly well the first half of the year. There's no disrespect in having a bit of a breather, and Zebras have actually recruited quite well in the window. Stays onside.
No, doesn't. Just off. So another offside call there against the Zebras. Werribee to take the resulting free kick. You can see we set up. We've got Mahazi there sitting in that midfield, just sort of directing traffic and so forth from the middle there.
Josh Mack looks like the one that's burst forward mostly. Cardamone, long ball, looks like they're going to go out for a goal kick.
Another goal kick there for the Zebras. Genese to take. Looks for his player's option there. Tiziano Slonga peeling off, giving him the short option. Goes with it. Gives it to Tiziano. Slongo now. Was going to go across to Williams. Gives it back to Genese. Genese, long clearance out. Looking for Petrov or McMonagallihas. McMonagallihas brings it down. Simio there with him as well. Still in the air there, the Zebras. Goodwin tries to win it there for the Zebras. Doesn't. Werribee take possession. Only as far as Cardamone though. Cardamone with the ball now. Brilliantly done. Controls. Looks up. Long one over the top. Looking for the run of Halpin. Saul Halpin there, but can't judge the bounce of the ball there, Joe, and Werribee able to clean up.
No,
all the way back to their goalkeeper.
Just got ahead of himself a little bit there. Cardamone wins this. McMonagall and Murray, 2 ex-teammates, go at it. Murray comes out on top this time. Werribee retained possession. Hoofed out.
One over the top, and it's out for a throw in there for the Zebras.
And Tremaine Sadler will take the first touch of the game for him. Looks inboard, up the ground. Werribee headed away. Slongo trips over. Slefendoris on the break. Slefendoris on the break has done really well. And the
Across
ball
the face of goal.
Goes begging. Ball goes begging for Werribee. A dangerous ball through the 6-yard box, Dominic.
Definitely was, Joe, yes.
George Slefendoris, mate Tiziano will pay for a slip-up.
That's all it's going to take, especially if we go to ground.
Yep.
Their attackers are going to pounce on that. They're going to take any chance they can get. And Zebra's lucky there not to concede an early one. McMonagall now. Zebra's in attack. Out wide. Finds Goodwin. Goodwin with the cross. Looking for it. Can't find Simio though. Too close to the goalkeeper, and Werribee keeper able to pick that one there up quite easily.
Indeed.
Simio putting the pressure on now. Werribee not getting the easy ones out. Looking for the option down the line. Going through. Tremaine Sadler now putting the pressure on. Brilliantly done by Sadler. Werribee still in possession though. Goes in again, Sadler. Forces a shot out. Zebras now with the throw-in. Petrov to take. In front of the Zebras technical area there, airport side of the ground.
Yep.
Petrov looking for his options. And as far as McMonagall has, who gets it to... Is that Saul Halpin on that side? Yeah, it looks like Simio and Halpin have switched sides once again.
Switched sides, yep.
Petrov gets the last touch, trickles over the line. It's a Werribee throw-in, halfway line.
Not as dominant today, Dominic, still so far.
Just as we tick over 10 minutes played here at CB Smith Reserve, it's the Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 0. As another offside call there against Werribee. Lions on lifting his flag up.
Yes, Slefendoris has just angled and stepped over behind Jacob Williams. Good call by the linesman.
Williams with the resulting kick. Looking for his options forward. Long one over the top. Looking for Simio, brings it down. Can't find can't find Sadler though, but wins it back beautifully. Brilliantly done there by Simio. Lost the ball, but managed to recover it there for the Zebras, and the ball went out for a throw-in. Quick one taken there by Werribee. Switch across. Mahazi wins it back for the Zebras, but can't get possession. Ball turned over. Werribee with it. Murray sitting well deep there now. Murray. Pushing back for support there.
Yeah, traditionally likes that number 6 role. He's able to direct play. Probably playing the Rashid game that Mahazi's playing for the Zebras, but Brett Murray knows his way around that sort of position.
To Werribee. Take the throw into Murray. Murray miss kick, come off Cardamone, gets the ball back again. Long one over the top. Tiziano Slong underneath it. Linesman calls a free kick there. He called the foul, but pretty soft free kick, I guess, but I guess he saw the action of the arm going into his back.
Correct.
And that's all that the linesman there to see, and the referee's awarded a free kick. Edge of the 18-yard box here. Slight angle.
The linesman's not to know the pressure applied on that push, even though it may have been slight, but this is not what Moreland Zebras need today. That's 2 free kicks in dangerous areas at the moment, unnecessary. So we'll wait and see the result of this.
Now they worked on the set pieces on Thursday night, Joe. We saw him at training, and they were going through a different number of scenarios in this sort of position. So let's hope what they've worked on in the training park works up. Ball over the top, header comes in, and it's in. Werribee scores.
And I don't think they've worked on it that well.
Not well at all, Joe, no. So they've taken the early lead here, Werribee, from a free kick. So another set piece gone big in there for the Zebras. Falstorm, the images on the sidelines wouldn't be too happy with that, especially they worked on it at training. Poor defending there from Zebras. He had the player at the back that was on his own. May have been the captain, I think, that may have scored that one for the for Werribee. I'm not too sure, but it is a goal for the visitors, and they now lead the Moreland Zebras 1-0. All to do for the Zebras now, Joe.
Well, like we mentioned before that free kick was taken, that's not the position that you want a free kick in. Our defensive record against set pieces this year has been a little bit on the atrocious side. There's a knock to the head there. Goodwin stayed down and still down. Referee's going over to check to see where he is. No, he's calling on someone. Alec hasn't moved. There's a bit of concern now showed by Zebras people. Cardamoni's over to him. Oh yes, he's moving about. That's okay. If family's listening or watching, he's okay.
Yes.
Not what the doctor ordered, Dominic.
No. So as we're going through here, that's the only goal at this stage in the fixture so far today, Joe. So the rest of the games that we mentioned earlier are all still locked at 0-0. Werribee take the early lead 12 minutes in here at CB Smith Reserve to lead the Moreland Zebras 1-0.
Yes, not what we're expecting at this stage.
As Alec Goodwin receives treatment there on the ground, I think copped a little bit of a head knock, but I think when he landed he may have winded himself as well on the way down. So slowly going to get up to his feet, asking the referee.
He's having a drink, so it looks like he'll be okay. Yeah. Not a great start.
Gordon makes his way off the pitch after receiving treatment. Zebras temporarily down to 10 men as they bring the ball back into play shortly.
Still haven't got a handle on the goal scorer for Werribee, but sure we'll find that out in due course.
It may have been the captain, Joe. I think it was the captain that may have scored it, I think.
Christian Rossi.
Possibly.
Oh no, he's the goalkeeper, sorry.
No, goalkeeper?
No captain's been identified here.
It may have been George.
No, I don't think it was George. No. They're on a roll here. Slefendoris has a whack with his left.
Great
Forces
shot.
Andre into a save.
Andre picks it up there.
Just a little bit too
fumble though.
Yeah, a little bit too laconical at the moment for my liking. Good wicked shot on the left-hand side by George Slefendoris. Kept him honest. Werribee got their tails up at the moment. Zebras will need to force the issue now.
Goodwin tries to win it down for the Zebras, doesn't. Werribee come out with it. Long one over there. Looking for Slefendoris there, but flipped over the top, and Genese easily picks that one there up. Gives it out wide to Williams.
The difference in styles, Dominic. Werribee far more direct at the moment.
They are, yes.
Seem to have changed tact as well. Halpin gets nudged away. Werribee coping with everything that Zebra's throwing at him at the moment and going direct long. Cardamoni this time knocks it away. Werribee clean up again and again goes long.
Looked like a bit of a close one there. No offside called. Genese just hit the safety of the touchline. He could have just booted it forward, but decided to go wide to the throw, and the Zebras now have to get back.
Not liking us getting caught square, Dominic.
Poor clearance here. Another poor clearance from the Zebras. Ball comes through now in the 18-yard box. Cross in. Williams goes with the clearance, but it's came off the side of his boot, and it's gone out for another corner for Werribee. So another set piece here for the Zebras to defend. Not looking their usual selves at the moment, the Zebras. It's a little bit rattled after that first goal. And Werribee coming in now with tails up at the moment. Trying to see if they can double their lead here at CB Smith Reserve. Bradley Burry for Werribee. Bring in the corner. Ball gets delivered. High one over the top. Genese thought about going for it. It looks like the ball's gone out of touch and it's gone out for a goal kick. Even Genese not Looking a little bit shaky there, Joe. He thought he was going to come out for it, didn't. And
all the signs of a little bit of lacking in confidence is apparent, Dominic, at the moment for Moreland, both on the pitch and Andre as well. So
back there to Andre to take the kick. The ball wasn't on the line.
A little bit uncharacteristic for Moreland. Not quite sure what the issue is, if there's any issue, but at the moment we look like a stage prize fighter, not willing to throw that punch. And in the meanwhile, copping quite a few.
Cartamoni trying to win the ball back for the Zebras. McMonaghy does. Goes back, still facing the...
And this is the sign. So we want to go back, we don't want to go back.
Gives it to Genezia. Genezia, long one over the top. Finds Cartamoni in the middle. Can't bring the ball under control though. Werribee gets possession again. And as far as Petrov over the top. They're just playing a little bit of a ping-pong sort of style at the moment. The Zebras are getting the ball out, but it's only going as far as the middle centre circle there. And Werribee able to pick it up and then go forward with their attack.
Well, Cartamoni's in 20 metres of space and decides to do a backflip that doesn't come off.
Once another one there. Petrov can't get the ball out to a Zebras player. Werribee with the ball. Goes to take one shot. Tiziano Slonga comes in, puts a tackle through.
Much more endeavour from Werribee at the moment.
Tremaine Sadler putting the pressure out wide. Comes back out wide now, Werribee. Long cross over the top. Misses everyone. Outside the 18-yard box. And ball goes out. It is offside. Lonson has his flag up. Genezia to take the resulting free kick there for the Zebras. 19 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's the Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 1 after a goal from a set piece in the 12th minute. Williams standing over the ball and then decides to let Genezia take it. I know it's still the first half, but we're not leading the game. We need to put pressure up there and get the ball up. So Genezia, long kick over the top. Looking for Cartamoni, can't win the ball. Mahazi gets the resulting header over the top, but once again cut off by Werribee. Petrov there on the sidelines and manages to shield the ball out of play for a Zebras throw-in. Looking for his options down the ground, nothing doing. Decides to go the percentage throw-in all the way to the top, but Werribee cut it off once again. Mahazi in the back there. No, Werribee referee calls play on. Comes out wide now, finds Halpin. Halpin with the ball. Looking for his options forward to Cartamoni. Cartamoni turns. Back to Sadler. Sadler takes on one player, beats a Werribee player. Goes all the way through. Back to Cartamoni. Cartamoni with the ball now into the corner. Gets a nice cross in over the top. McMonaghy with the header, but can't get it on target. And the goalkeeper there for Werribee able to pick that one there up easily.
Always leaning backwards, unfortunately. Good work by Cartamoni on the left-hand side to get that ball across, but just off balance was Josh Mack.
Brilliant build up there between Sadler and Cartamoni to set up that cross. And first decent attack on the goal there from the Zebras.
Yes, we'll need to spark that up a bit.
Petrov takes a throw. Finds Goodwin. Back to Petrov. Back to Goodwin again. Goodwin still with the ball. Looking for his options. There's a long switch over the top to Halpin. Brilliantly done. Halpin brings the ball down to this path of Cartamoni, but can't find him. And Werribee hiked that ball out. It's gone out for a Zebras throw-in. Tremaine Sadler to take.
Haven't started off in a blaze of glory here. The ball looks like it's gone into the local surrounds. Halpin fighting on the ball. Manages to get it. Can he get a corner? He does really well.
Gets across. Sort of semi-cleared. And it goes out for another Zebras throw-in.
Good work in close by Saul Halpin. Get the ball across. Tremaine Sadler with a throw-in now. Finds Simioy. He can't trap it.
Still wins the ball back for the Zebras though. Brilliantly done.
Is Petrov now on the ball on the right-hand side. Looks up. Simioy's made the dash back out to the right-hand side. Still has it.
Trickled off a Werribee player, I think there, Joe. It's gone out for the Zebras' first corner of the game.
First corner of the game.
So they also worked on the attacking corners on Thursday night, Joe. So let's see if that pays off.
Well, something we'll need to. At the moment, I believe we're a little bit too reactionary and not playing with that free flow football that we're capable of, which makes it a bit easy for the opposition to get on top if they press. And press they have all over the field so far.
Werribee all but one numbers act behind the ball there now in the 18-yard box. Petrov delivers the ball, comes off ahead there, and shot taken, and it's offside there by the linesman. Picked out It looked like Slongor may have been offside. Or no, Halpin, sorry, was called offside.
Probably standing in the wrong place. He's had a trap at it. Slongor didn't go anywhere. Halpin was probably caught ball watching a little bit and standing in the wrong position. A little bit better, a little bit more urgency for that little scrap. I like the little small signs there of intent. We'll need to break the shackles shortly.
So Werribee goalkeeper Christian Rossi with the free kick there. Tells his players to push up forward. Goes a long one. Sends it down the ground. Sadler underneath it. Wins a header. Goes forward. Looking for Saul Halpin. Goes for it.
I thought it came off the Werribee player.
No, Werribee throw-in. Throw-in taken. Flicked on only as far as Sadler. Sadler trying to find McMonaghy Haas. Can't get past Murray though, and Werribee winning the ball back. Switch through the middle. Simeon now headers it over the top, looking for Halpin. Halpin gets underneath it, and it's a Zebras throw-in, I think. Yes.
Player's hurt himself there. He's landed awkwardly after
just
that.
As he's landed after the challenge in the air. No malice there from either player. It was just a contest in the air, and as he's landed, he's sort of winded himself a little bit, but gets back up on his feet, moving forward. Zebras throw-in. Sadler with the ball, looking for his options forward, asking for a teammate to make a run. Mahazi does. So this is Cardamone. Ball gets given to Cardamone. Brings it down for the Zebras. Ball goes over the line. Linesman signals a throw in there for Werribee.
Yeah, it was already out according to the linesman. Under pressure with these long balls, we're just not picking up the scraps. Bit of a gap I can see between our back half and the front half, Dominic. Even when we have the ball, there's still that 20-30 metre gap, which is not a good sign.
No, definitely not.
We're being a lot more compact than that.
The ball comes into Murray. Werribee still in possession. She gets past one. Goes through Sadler there with the attempt to boot the ball away, but collected the Werribee player. Werribee players there just asking the referee the question in regards to the card. Referee said no, you got the free kick. He was trying to clear the ball.
The boy Trevor Sembukla was actually up on his feet and ready to play again, so the delay there is a little bit hard to fathom, but he's limping away now, just to emphasise to the ref he made the right decision.
Short one taken by Murray.
Short now. At space, has a go. Doesn't stick. Zebra's able to clear. Halpin. A little bit slow to get off his mark. Bad touch, but gets away with it as Murray goes down. Saul Halpin will check there, but...
Ball goes out for a Zebras throw-in deep in their attacking half.
Not blessed with natural speed, Saul Halpin, so that was a bit of an effort to get 3/4 of the pitch, but...
Did well though, Joe. Did enough. Had Werribee players going down and managed to get all the way up there, which was good play from him.
This is his mainstay in the box there. Lays it off.
Sadler with the attempted cross, and it's gone out for a Zebras throw or corner.
Kick. No, it's a throw.
Throw in.
Throw in from Tremaine Sadler. He looks for Halpin again. He may go one different to Josh Mackey. Lays it off for Halpin. Wants a little bit too much space. Gets it now. Chips it over, but the ball's not a good one.
It's gone out for a goal kick there for Werribee City.
Yep.
Need to do a little bit better there, I think. Halpin had a little bit of space and got past the defender. Just the execution of his cross wasn't up to the standard it needed to be, and goes out for a goal kick for Werribee. Rossi now the goalkeeper for Werribee to take the kick.
Need to do better, Zebras today. Need to do much better.
The Rossi kicks come out. Zebras plays on there. Petrov sort of wins the header down, but Werribee managed to get away with it. Skips past Mahazi. Sadler in there as well. Williams gets a quick kick, boot to it, and clears it out to safety for the Zebras. It'll be a Werribee throw-in deep in their attacking half.
We're having trouble coping with that slick ball through the middle, whether it be in the air or on the floor. I don't think Moreland's back four is coping as much.
No.
And the reason, Dom, is for me is that our midfield's not on top today.
No, they're definitely not at this stage. 28 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's The Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 1 after a 12th minute header from a set piece early on in the game, giving Werribee the lead. Throw-in comes in. Look for the option there. Cross now over the top. Tatiana Slonga gets underneath it. Only headers as far as another Werribee player though. Still in the 18-yard box. Cross comes in. You got Simua closing and Petrov, closing. Not sure what Geneza was doing there. He sort of backed off and sit on the 6-yard line. Not even the 6-yard line. It was on his goal line.
Well, I just can't fathom the linesman's calls, Dominic. The ball's in the air for 5 minutes. It lands on the spot. He still hasn't called it. He calls it once two people collide in order to get the bouncing ball. So I'm not quite sure of that rule. It's a frustrating rule for footballers and administrators and
it is, definitely.
People that watch the game.
So Genezia with the free kick now for the Zebras. Was going to go short to Williams. Now tells his players to push forward.
Bit of a long day there, Dom.
It is, mate. It is a little bit. So Genezia, long one over the top. Try to find the Zebras player. Simio wins a header over the top. Back to McMonagle Huss. Brings the ball down. Tackle from behind there, and the referee's found a free kick there for the Zebras. Murray, the culprit there on his ex-teammate McMonagle Ihas.
Yeah, the boys know each other well. Bit of byplay there.
So Petrov behind the free kick now for the Zebras. Looking for the options forward. Werribee doing well in the zoning. They're getting the numbers back, not giving the Zebras the easy options. Short over top, finds Cardamone in the box. Comes back through now, Cardamone.
On his wrong side, gets back on his left now. Looking to hang on to it. Does. Finds Mahazi in a bit of space. Oh, he let it run. Did Nick Simioi, thinking someone was behind him, but Josh Mack not up to the same thought process, and a chance goes begging there for Moreland Zebras in the
Werribee able to clear.
Top of the box. Petrov again.
Looking for his options forward.
Nice and compact. Werribee not allowing too much space. Goodwin gets clattered into. This time finds Nicky Simioi. He
gets around him,
Nicky. Into the box.
Really done. Still with the ball, Simioi. Does well. Looking for Goodwin. Finds him.
Petrov into the box. Headed over. Tremaine Sadler on the right side for Sadler. Picks up the ball. Will he look inside? Does. Oh, not a great ball. Tries to make amends, Sadler, but the ball goes out for a resultant Werribee throw-in. Bit of a poor ball into the feet of the oncoming Josh Mack, which didn't get there, and Zebras turn over the ball when they're in good position to do something with it. Murray, Werribee try to come out. Sadler this time gets it. Loses it again, though.
Werribee now with possession in the middle of the ground.
Tiano Slongle, there's a runner. Petrov struggling to get back to Kasimboka. Oh, a bad tackle on
Williams.
Let's it play. Not quite sure. Ref's still in there. Murray gets the result. And Zebras penalised, I felt, for that.
Werribee still in possession. Long one over the top. Petrov wins a header down. Finds Mahazi. Mahazi brings the ball down the ground. Look for his options forward. He's still onside. Goodwin. Yes, he's still onside. And Goodwin pushed from behind. No. Tackled the ball, the referee said. I think he took a bit too long there, Judd, as well.
Yeah, did.
Take his shot, and the defender for Werribee able to come in there. But probably the best chance of the game for the Zebras there to score, and fortunately Goodwin not able to referees finds and signal a free kick down and go the way of Tiziano Slongo this time round.
This time it does. Yeah, Alec Goodwin just a bit slow there to realise where he was at. Decided to take that extra touch, and that extra touch resulted in Werribee player able to come back and toe poke it away. But a little bit better signs there. Simioi, Goodwin.
Zebras with the throw in now. Sadler to take it. Saul helping there on the sidelines, creating the option, running down. Finds Saul, brings it down the ground. Takes on two Werribee players, beats him. Gets a brilliant cross in, but it's wide once again, and it's gone out for a Werribee goal kick.
Just can't seem to get some traction with the fluency, Dominic, today. Bit of a turnover in that front three. John McLean's not available tonight. Big Nick Nagorian, who's on track to perform next week. So there's a little bit of a change and mix there, and Werribee taking full advantage of the uncertainty. It's again big gap there. Zebras aren't able to conjure up. See the gap I'm speaking about?
Yeah, you can tell exactly there in that midfield, unfortunately, Joe. As Williams hikes that one there off. It's gone well over the touchline onto the second pitch here as the lights come on here at CB Smith Reserve. Got a bit of cloud coming through, Joe, not letting the sun through, so lights being turned on here for the...
Yeah, indeed. Anticipating it getting worse than better, so it's probably the correct idea.
A few spectators here today as well, Joe. The grandstand, good to see people still supporting the local game.
Yeah, they come in late. I was a little bit concerned early, but they've come in late, and there's good numbers for a Saturday afternoon when there's so many things happening on Saturday afternoon in Melbourne, and specifically Moreland, one of the best multicultural cities in Australia.
Werribee with the throw in now, deep in their attacking half.
Foul throw, doesn't matter, doesn't see it.
37 minutes played here at CB Smith Reserve. Long one over the top. Looks like he was in the offside position. No, lines and keeps his flag down. Werribee still with it. Cross comes in. Comes off the top and it's in. Second one. Out of nothing there, Joe, it looked like. And Zebras go 2 goals down. Werribee another header.
I'm just absolutely flabbergasted at the moment. If that was offside or wasn't offside, it looked like he had about 2 minutes to conjure up a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there was no pressure on the chap making the header. For me, the ball in the 6-yard box is the domain of the goalkeeper.
As the Werribee City take a convincing 2-0 lead now, 38 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve.
Goal Werribee City, Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 2.
2-0 lead here to Werribee City. Not what the Zebras wanted in this game, especially after last Friday night's game. And kick-off taken there. Mahazi with the ball. Long one over the top now. Finds a helping there now. Helping for the Zebras to Sadler. Sadler back at Mahazi. Mahazi there. Petrov's on his own. Doesn't find him. Gives it to Williams. Pushes him well out wide.
They'll have to draw out of their shell now, which could be a disaster unless we get one back early.
Petrov with it out wide now.
It's not what the doctor ordered.
McMonaghy said it's gone out for a goal kick.
Goal kick it is. Not what the doctor ordered for Moreland Zebras. Now the danger signs are here, Dominic, because we either come out and make a response quickly, or we could suffer the indignity of going in the opposite direction again. There's a confidence factor at the moment.
Zebras with it now. Goodwin with the ball. Just can't get that possession, that passing game going there. The Zebras is with the cheap turnovers.
Yep, and again.
Through the middle. Cardamone wins it back. Brilliantly done. Finds Petrov. Petrov out wide, looking for the pass of Goodwin. Goodwin does well to keep it in. Finds McMonaghy, who directly under pressure straight away. Wins the ball back there, Werribee, and it's a free kick to them. As a little bit of a shower starts coming in over CB Smith Reserve now, Joe, which definitely won't make conditions easy for the Zebras there to get back into this game.
No, I'm a little bit of a loss to explain exactly what we're seeing this afternoon for Moreland Zebras. Not going to back away from the scenario either, so...
free kick taken there by Werribee. Long one over the top. And as far as Williams wins the header down, tries to find McMonaghy, who does. Tries to get the pass out wide to help him, but can't. Werribee win the ball back again in the middle of the park.
36 minutes in, 2-0 down.
Sadler wins it back for the Zebras. McMonaghy gets tackled there. Referee calls a free kick now.
At the moment, there's no structure, Dominic, going forward, and so it's not an easy thing to have to swallow, but
Slonga takes a quick free kick to Williams in the middle. Williams with it now. Long one through. Finds Goodwin, who can't get the ball under control. Bobbles out. Sadler gets it back again, but Werribee cut it off. Win possession once again. Williams gets involved there. Petrov brings it down. Cardamone now with the ball. Looking for his options forward. Still with the Cardamone. Brilliantly done. Him and McMonagly has to team up and win the ball back for the Zebras. Simeon now out wide. Tries to take on one defender, does. Gets around him, can't get past the second one though. Ball gets cleared and offside flag's gone up. The referee hasn't seen it. He has now, and it's an offside call here, centre of the park for the Zebras.
Still a bit shell-shocked at the moment, Dominic, Moreland Zebras. And the style of play at the moment doesn't bode well for us, at least for this half.
So Williams with the free kick now for the Zebras. Looking for his options forward. Long one over the top. Looking for Goodwin. Can't win it. Simeoy at the back there as well. Werribee with the play and clear it. Managed to go out for another throw in there for the Zebras. Petrov picks the ball up quickly. Takes a quick throw. Finds Goodwin. Tries to bring it down. Bobbles up again the ball. Controls it now. Petrov back to Theo. Brilliantly done there by the Zebras. McMonagly Huss with the ball. Back in the middle of Cardamone. He's got a player behind him. Pressured on there. And Werribee win the ball back.
Getting no space at all. David Cardamone to unleash a shot. Werribee nice and compact. Forcing the mistakes here from Moreland. We're unable to bad tackles and skew if passes. Haven't seen the pass stick or land properly so far. Bit frustrating to watch.
It is a little bit here in his first half, Joe. Werribee with the throw in now, halfway line. For his options forward. Long throw-in comes in over the top of Mahazi there. Petrov brings it down. Looks for his option down the line. Sends it over the top, but it's gone out for another throw-in there for Werribee.
See, they're the sort of things
execution from the Zebras not
poor.
Yeah, hasn't been good at all today.
Poor at the moment. That little switch inside footballers' brains that suggest where they're at, what they're doing, and that needs to change. Goodwin has to work too hard for it. Sigmy always skips forward. Can he keep it in? He does.
He does.
Looking, no one running. The ball doesn't cross first base and goes out for a throw-in for Moreland Zebras.
We're a bit static when we come through that middle as well, Joe. The attacking player, so Simeon wins that ball out wide, but then he had the run of Cardamone coming through the middle there that created, or not Cardamone, sorry, Halpin that came in that created the option. There was no other.
No, lumbering in behind was big Alec Goodwin and David Cardamone, but not quite enough to get numbers at the ball. The ball didn't get there in any case. Here we go. Here's something. Alec Goodwin, can he get a strike on? Does, but hoofs it over. Misses the goal by some distance. Goes out for a goal kick for Werribee. Almost 41 minutes in.
Scores from around the ground as we have this stoppage in play. 45 minutes gone at Brunswick City 1, Melbourne Victory 0. Melbourne City 0, Eastern Lions 0. Moreland City 0, Murray United 0. North Geelong 0, Whittlesea Rangers 0. And Springvale White Eagles 1, Dandenong City 0, Joe.
Yes, Springvale doing the job early. You just never can tell with football. You've got to put your best foot forward on a daily basis. Slongle doesn't win this. Slefendoris gets his head to it. They still get the throw in. Must have come off somebody's head.
We won there. Yeah, it looked like it came off a Werribee player late, but Lyneson thought otherwise. Slongle trying to win the header there. Doesn't.
Slefendoris has done pretty well in the air.
Didn't need that there from Mahazi was going the player, not the ball.
Bit of a confidence boost here for Werribee City. They can smell blood. And Moreland Zebras meekly so far surrendering 2 headed goals. Very uncharacteristic.
Another set piece here to be taken by ex-Zebra Bradley Murray. Werribee players streaming forward now. Zebras all the work to do though. They don't want to be going down 3-0 at the half-time break, so they have to make sure.
In the current form we're in, no.
Interesting stance here from Werribee. They're all starting in offside position. Ball comes in. Free kick given there for the Zebras. The Genezia with the free kick.
Just not holding his body in that confident manner. A little bit concerning for Andre Genezia today. The shrug of the shoulders, the arms out with bit of encouragement now.
Ball gets delivered back in. For Cardamone, Werribee win the header once again.
Dominant.
Bring it down.
Just dominant through the middle, with Murray setting the play. Simioi wins it.
Brilliantly done. Cardamone now. Out wide.
Halpin. Can he get past him? Can't really. Looking for some allies. Turns it over. Sadler has to come in and does so. This time he gets some space amongst him. Finds Cardamone on the left-hand side. David with a nice left cross, and he does just
sprays it again.
Not the execution that...
Our execution's been lacking today, Joe. Both those crosses and also the passes in the in the middle of the park. We're just turning over the ball too easily.
Going to bid you farewell for a couple of minutes, Dom. I'll
yes, Joe.
Rejoin you after the break.
We'll see you in the second half, Joe. As we're nearing the half-time whistle here, it's still the Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 2. So Long King taken. Mahazi wins the header down for the Zebras. Goodwin tries to win the header as well, doesn't win it. Werribee with possession still with the ball. Williams still trying to get through, still possession Williams. All the way back to Genese. Genese kicks the ball, finds a Werribee player in the middle. Pressure coming in from Goodwin, brilliantly done. Still closing Goodwin. Can't get the ball out, and Werribee still with possession. Long one over the top from Werribee now. Williams over his head. Flick comes through, and Genese picks that one there up for the Zebras. Halpin now with it. No, he's going to give it to him. Genese hinting a couple of throws there. Doesn't go with any of them at the moment. Goes short to Williams. Williams, long one over the top. Flicked on. Finds Goodwin. Brings the ball down. Goodwin finds a... No, looking for the free kick. Not given. Referee calls play on. And it's gone out for a Zebras throw-in. Petrov to take it. Looking for his options forward. Goes in. Brings it to Goodwin. Goodwin can't find McMonagally Haas. Ball turned over. Werribee win the ball back again. McMonagally Haas with it. No, there. Werribee still with the ball. Coming out of it there. Simioi tries to win it back for the Zebras. Still can't. Mahazi wins it down. Cardamone's path. Tries to flick on Cardamone. Can't get past him either. Brilliantly done by Cardamone. And the referee's picked a free kick on the Zebras, and it's a Werribee free kick, centre of the park. Bradley Murray with the ball. Long one over the top. Gets the header. Genese playing with his teammates there. There was an easy header once again, won by the Werribee players, as the fourth official puts up the board for an additional 3 minutes in this first half to be played. Genese with it now. Looking for his options forward. Goes short to Williams. Williams back to Genese. Pressure's on there. Just a bit all over the place there. Genese not sure with the goal kick. They just run at 6s and 7s there, the Zebras. No one really wanted to take control of this game. Nearly resulted in a third goal there for Werribee, which would have definitely put the game out of the Zebras' reach after the first half performance that we've seen. So, cross comes in. Zebras underneath it. Header goes up and it's on over the top. Came off Cardamone's head there and it's gone out for another Werribee corner. Werribee corner taken. Header off Cardamone's head once again. And it's gone out for another Werribee corner. Nearing the halfway line now. Werribee with the quick flurry of corners late in his first half. We're well into injury time here. Corner coming in now. Murray deliver. Brings it in. Werribee players down. Zebra player wins the ball back. Helping with it now. Brings it down. Not as far as anyone knows. Goes past Goodwin. Off there. Shot taken. But Janeze able to there. Mahazi down in the box. Janeze with the ball now. Brings it back into play. And there's the half-time whistle here at CB Smith Reserve. It's Werribee 2, Moreland Zebras 0. Not a very impressive half there from the Zebras, and they've got all the work to do in this second half if they want to get anything out of this game. As they go in at half-time, it's Werribee 2, Moreland Zebras 0. We'll be right back after this short break for our second half of this MPL 2 game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half here at CB Smith Reserve between the Moreland Zebras and Werribee City. Make their way through and everyone takes their respective places on the field. There's been no substitutions for either side at this stage, it looks like, so both teams going out there unchanged to begin this second half. So Zebras to start off, kick into the Rosengall Essendon Jeep end of the ground. Ball gets kicked, played on. Goodwin with it now. Bigs it to Tiziano longer to Williams. Williams looking for his options forward. Sends it long over the top, looking for the runner Simioi. Comes off a Werribee head and it goes out for a throw-in for the Zebras.
We'll see what sort of vibe this half brings, Dominic. But, well and truly, the Zebras were advised of expectations, not what we wanted.
All to do in a half here for the Zebras now. Want to get an early goal, I think, Joe. Scoreline 2-0 is one of those dangerous scorelines. One goal could change everything. So
yeah, it is the worst scoreline, Dom. It is the worst scoreline, but we need to get one back.
So Petrov with the throw in here, front of the grandstand. Long one comes into the 18-yard box, looking for the head of Goodwin, finds him. Still up in the air, Goodwin. Tries to bring it down for the Zebras, can't. Werribee clear. Tremaine Sadler with it now, coming through. Can't get it past though. Ball gets cleared by Werribee, trickling towards the touchline, and the ball's still in play.
Stays in play.
Long one over the top. Williams gets the header down. Sadler with it now, wins it for the Zebras. Mahazi now, looking for his options forward. Comes out wide to McMonagley. Back out wide to Petrov. Petrov controls it. Looks for a cross through, finds Goodwin. Goodwin turns, edge of the 18-yard box. Comes round now, takes a shot. But it's easily picked up there by the Werribee goalkeeper in Rossi.
Dominic, I can't help feeling Goodwin lifts his head. There's two players, Simioi and McMonagle, were just in
options
an onside
there,
position. This is the brain capacity of footballers. Always needs to be switched on in order not to miss those opportunities.
Cardamone brings the ball down. Goodwin still in there for the Zebras. Can't win it. Back to Williams. Past Mahazi there. Ball over the top. Referee Liza keeps his flag down. And ball gets cleared by Genese.
That was strange. Looked clearly offside.
It did look it, but Werribee clear the ball now out of the touch for another Zebras throw-in. So Zebras doing all the attacking now to start this half. As you said, key to this half now for the Zebras. Need to get that early goal and put the pressure right back onto Werribee City, who's currently just cruising a little bit at the moment. Throw-in comes in. Looking for help, it gets across there, but picked up there by Rossi, the goalkeeper for Werribee. Takes a couple of bounces. Goodwin just running with him. Don't see the point of him standing there though, Joe. Just keeps himself in an offside position now. Header comes through from Mahazi. McMonagley tries to beat Murray, can't do so. Wins it back down. Simioi with it now. Back out wide to Halpin. Halpin with the ball. Over the top, back to Simioi. Tries to bring the ball down. Brilliantly done there by Simioi. Goes through. Takes a shot. And it's still deflected in the 18-yard box. Nothing doing though. Zebras can't score. Cross comes in for Petrov. Goalkeeper up though. Rossi gets the ball down. Another decent chance there from the Zebras. Simioi with it and unable to
turn the defender inside out, but unfortunately too many
unable
bodies in the
to
way.
capitalise there on the early chance there for the Zebras. Kick taken once again.
Better
Tiziano
signs.
Slongo wins it in the air now. McMonagley brings it down for the Zebras. Cardamone with it. Long one over the top looking for Goodwin. Goodwin can't get the header on. Finds McMonagley. Takes a shot though and skewers it way wide. And it's gone over two fences now.
Gone into the two fences, unfortunately. But a little bit better signs, Dominic, from Moreland Zebras. Looking like they're applying some pressure.
The intensity looks like it's lifted.
Well, when that intensity lifts, things tend to go your way. So that's what was clearly lacking in the first half.
So Rossi now for Werribee to take the goal kick. Long one taken. Ball sits up in the air. Cardamone getting underneath it. Wins the header down for the Zebras. Moreland gets tackled from behind. Goal play on. Out wide now from Mahazi to Petrov. Petrov with it. Fine forward to Simioi. Simua goes to turn one player, goes back heel. Wasn't on the same page Joe as Petrov, and unfortunately turned over. Werribee win the ball back. Long one over the top from Rossi, and it's gone into the grandstand.
Just get a feeling Dominic Werribee might have think that they've done enough today so far.
Petrov takes a throw, finds Goodwin, brings the ball down, has 2 to beat.
Still in
Gets
there
past
fighting.
one, and there it's a Zebra's throw in there. It looks like Linesman didn't know which way to go. Referee couldn't see it. Linesman was closer there. I don't understand what he was waiting for.
That's right in front of us here, Dominic. That looked like a definite throw in for Moreland Zebras. Goes to Werribee.
Really done.
Monagle just got clipped on the way out. Murray bemoaning the foot was too high. Another throw in for Werribee City.
Throw comes in. Back to the thrower. Long one over the top. Williams in there. The Slongo as well. Slongo wins the header. Goes through there. Coming through now. Mahazi. Trying to win the ball back there.
Bit more competition through the middle.
It is now. A little bit more compact in there from the Zebras. Pressure coming through though. Easily done there from Werribee. They win the ball back out wide. Quick touch through. Plays it into the path of Kelly. Kelly with it now out wide for Werribee. Kelly back out wide. Goes through the middle. Tries to get past.
A little bit of space here for Slefendoris. He's onto his left foot. Takes a low shot. Andre collects easily. Genesi looks up now. Looking to get him going earlier. Bit quiet for me in the first half, Andre Genesi.
Very
not
quiet,
vocal
Joe.
enough. Throws his hands in the air again. With that body language is the symbol that doesn't bode well for me. Goodwin. Can't win it.
Anything in the air at the moment. Goodwin up there, Joe. Hasn't been able to bring that ball down. So it's a passive offside there called by the linesman.
Yep. Boys come from behind in an offside position to challenge for the ball.
Sadler to take the free kick.
Looks up. Looks at Daniel Petrov. No, doesn't.
Gives it to Slongo instead. Slongo now with the free kick for the Zebras. Long one over the top. Look for Halpin. Comes off a Werribee header. Comes off the number 16 in McCall. And out for a Zebras throw-in.
Need to get one here, Dominic, to give us a sniff. Early signs are good. Bit of hesitation here. This is not what the doctor ordered.
Sadler throw-in. Finds Simioi, and it came off a Werribee player. Off the header there, but Rossi, the goalkeeper for Werribee, cleans that one there up. So Werribee with the ball. Comes back into it. Katamani closing down, putting the pressure on. Brilliantly done. Williams tries to get underneath it. Sleffendorf there for the Werribee, and it's a free kick against him, and it's a Zebra's free kick now to be taken. Mahazi behind it.
Leaving it for Jacob Williams. As we retrieve the second ball. There's 2 out of action. 2 commissioned out of action. There's a free kick there, hand on his shoulder, underseen by the referee.
It's out wide now. Werribee goes long one over the top. Petrov wins the header down into the path of Genesi. Genesi now takes the touch. Asks for his options. Gives it to Slongo. Slongo back to Genesi. Genesi under pressure over the top to Sadler. Sadler brings it down. Finds Cardamone. Referee sees the free kick there for
Sadler.
the Zebras.
Yeah, Sadler was in fringe there when he didn't have the ball sort of cut out.
No, Slongo, free kick taken. Long one over the top. Looking for McMonagall House. His hands in the back there. Referee doesn't call anything. Let's play on, and trickles into the hands of the goalkeeper. Rossi now. Long throw out wide. Look like no one else running for it. Simuel getting in there for the Zebras. Tries to win the ball back. Brilliantly done there by Simua. Great tackle. Now asks for the ball back again. Petrov to Mahazi. Mahazi doesn't get it under control. Slips through.
Lets
and
it
it's
run.
past him.
Slip over by Moreland Zebras again, and the runner, Tiziano Slongo, this time in the road.
Out wide now. Finds Halpin. Halpin through. Long one over the top. Still onside there. Alec Goodwin, but still behind the ball, and ball gets cleared by Werribee for a another Zebras throw-in. Alec lets it go. Gets...
Throw in for the Zebras near the Rosengol Wholesale Fruits and Vegetables sign. Just probably more in front of the Perfect Timber Floors sign.
Sadler with the throw. Finds Cardamone. Back to Sadler. Sadler goes for the cross. It's deflected off a Werribee player into the path of McMonaghy has, who gets pushed off the ball, but no referee calls play on. Long one over the top. Petrov now in a foot race. Ball trickles towards the halfway at the touchline, and it goes out for another Zebras throw. So Petrov to take the throw in, asking for his teammates to lift. He needs them to lift now. Critical stage in this game now for the Zebras especially. Throw comes in. Tries to find Mahazi. Does. To McMonaghy House over the top. Simui flicks the ball up in the air. Goodwin tries to bring it down. Doesn't. Into the path for Werribee now. Streaming through now. Werribee players coming forward. Brilliantly done by Petrov. Great tackle. Wins the ball back for the Zebras. Looks for his options forward. Sends it now. He's got Halpin running on the end of that. Brilliantly done there by Halpin. Pressure on, but can't get past the Werribee defender, and it's trickled out for a goal kick there for Werribee.
These sort of valuable few seconds will suit Werribee. Moreland keen to apply some pressure. As Rossi gets ready to deliver, Werribee again, eating up valuable seconds. Cardamone.
Handball seen there, but referee...
Linesman.
Yep, linesman called that one.
Linesman's called it. But accidental, just worked in our favour. Werribee not keen on rushing anything at the moment. Now one of the defenders creeps up. Aki Machiyama.
Machiyama with the short one taken. Pass it to Bavka. Bavka goes past Simui. Back in the middle of Murray. Murray back to Bavka. Bavka with the ball now. Flicks one over the top. And referees found a free kick there against the Zebras. It's against Williams, I think it was.
No, Petrov.
Oh, Petrov, sorry.
Just leading into him. Williams had it covered if the ball had gone longer, but Petrov couldn't keep his feet. Rolled forward, so Brad Murray stands again over a set piece, a dangerous position for Werribee. This is when they need to stand up to be counted now, Dominic. These are the same situations that we conceded the first two goals in, as Zebras supporters hold their breath.
Cross comes in now.
Great looking ball. Andre gets a fist on it this time.
And free kick found there against Werribee for the Zebras. Genese to take.
Better from Andre Genese. Double fister punch away. Took the initial pressure off. Great ball inside by Brad Murray.
There's a player down here for...
Akiyama looks like he's collided somehow. He's got a bit of a blood rule happening.
Officials there remonstrating with the location of the free kick that Genese has taken. He's crept that ball outside the 18-yard box there, Joe, from when it was on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that may be picked up.
It has been picked up by the referee, telling him to go back.
Looks like is that a change here for Moreland Zebras? No.
Yeah, it is. Looks like it will be. Turner getting ready.
Who's coming off? Can't see who's coming off. David Cardamone by the looks of it. No, he's still on.
No, he's just getting a little bit of treatment. Looks like number 16. Yes, it is Cardamone. It's going to make way for Aaron Turner.
Substitution for Moreland Zebras coming off number 16, David Cardamone. Coming on number Aaron Turner.
18, number 18.
18, correction, Aaron Turner.
Yeah. So free kick taken by the Geneza there. Into the path of Halpin. Halpin tries to get it there, but Werribee defender gets the clearance, and it's gone out for a Zebras throw-in. Ball comes back in for the throw-in from the Zebras. Goes through the middle there, turned over. Tatiano Slongo comes off a Werribee player, and it trickles out for another Zebras throw-in. Halfway line for the Zebras.
Need to get a rattle on here, Dominic. The Zebras get anything out of this game. Mahazi begins again. Jacob Williams sprays it out to Petrov. He looks further afield to Nicky Simioy. Doesn't collect it. Petrov able to get it collected again. This time he finds Aaron Turner in a bit of space through the middle of the park. Looks for Tremaine Sadler. Comes off a Werribee player, and Tremaine Sadler will take the resultant throw in. Sadler deep into the pocket there. Saul Halpin waits for it. Doesn't get there. Werribee hack it away. Mahazi cleans up. Tiziano reads it better. Slongo back out to Jacob Williams. Zebras in control of the ball. Werribee definitely sitting back a little bit more this time. Keen to defend that 2-0 lead. Fullback wins it over Simioy. Simioy good enough to get it back. Looks inside for Mahazi. Finds Turner in a bit of space. Under pump.
Puts him under pressure though.
Turns it over. Werribee pick up and find a loose man through the middle. And again, bit of danger here. Slongo kept him on side there, not up to the same level as Jacob Williams, and almost caused a catastrophe again. This time Goodwin's into the right-hand side pocket. Near the Garney Coburg sign. And it's a throw-in for Werribee.
No, goal kick. Yep, made to get over the line. It's a goal kick.
Over the line, just in front of the Garney Coburg Hill sign. Great sponsors of Moreland Zebras, the Garney Coburg Hill. Fine coffee.
Looks like Zebras readying another substitution. It looks like Stefan Cardamone getting ready there to come on. I dare say maybe a change there for Halpin or Goodwin, Joe.
Either of the two. Neither of the two boys has impressed me today.
Looks like Halpin may be coming off here for Stefan Cardamone. And there's a confirmation of that substitution now. Yep, it is, Joe. Halpin coming off. One, two.
Substitution for Moreland Zebras, coming off number 12, Saul Halpin. Coming on number 19, Stefan Cardamone.
So free kick here now resulting from the tackle there on Mahazi. Petrov to take. Short one taken, finds Simioy. Simioy with it now. Back to Turner. Turner with it. Looks at the option to Petrov. Doesn't. Gives it to Tremaine Sadler now. Sadler brings the ball down. Finds Cardamone. Fresh substitute onto the ground for the Zebras. To Sadler. Sadler back into the middle to Turner. Turner to Williams. Petrov opening up here now, but they still keep it on that same side. Tatiana Slongo with it now. Long one over the top and ball overcooked, and it's gone out for another Werribee throw in. Another poor pass there. Zebras looks like Williams could have turned and come out this way. Petrov was in a bit of space on this side, but
much more space on the right-hand side. Petrov, and then following on Simioy in a bit of space, touching the sideline on this side, the grandstand side. Not to be. I'm not sure that you're enjoying the pictures, but I'm hoping the pictures are coming through nice and bright. Petrov stands his ground, gets the header away. Nudged away was Turner. No free kick, says the ref. Play on. This time, Werribee turned it over. Zebras in control again.
Can't keep it in though. Sadler comes off his toe and it goes out for another Werribee throw-in. Werribee happy just to keep the position there in their half. Murray wins it down. Cardamone can't get past a Werribee defender. Sadler with the throw to Turner. Long one over the top, looking for Goodwin. It's called his foot too high there.
It's against Goodwin.
Couple of players going up to Goodwin after that one and getting in his ear.
Bit of by-play. Werribee currently sitting on top, so it's a case of whatever they can do to disrupt the flow, they will. Taking plenty of time. Referee indicating that he's called time on.
Rossi with the
bit heated in the commentary box here at the moment.
So Zebras with the ball now. Mahazi wins it down the path of Petrov. Petrov takes a touch. Simio making a run forward there. Gives it to Simio now. Simio goes to get around, can't get past him, and it's gone out for another Zebras throw in. Simio takes a quick throw, finds Mahazi, brings it down, looking for his options forward. Long cross over the top, looking for Cardamone. Cardamone at the back. Turner with it now. Back to Cardamone, and he's cleared it over the top. Poor finish there from the Zebras. Another good chance.
Chance goes begging. Dominic, he got under it, young Stefan, and hoisted it over the bar. Better shot than that, usually, but not to be on this occasion. Seeing better signs from Moreland Zebras, just not seeing it on the scoreboard now. Werribee have retreated, changed their game plan completely. Happy to sit and pinch on the break. Mahazi wins this. Alec Goodwin's got a chase. Can he beat Aki? Aki sends it back to the keeper. Rossi hooks it out. Mahazi's onto it. Doesn't get it. Throw in for Moreland Zebras on the right-hand side. Petrov throws. Simioy loses out in the battle. Throw in for Werribee. Precious moments ticking away from Moreland Zebras. I know there's a long way to go, but Murray hoists it away. Slongle waits for it. Gets caught.
Header. Turner over the top now to Sadler. Brings it down. Brilliantly done by Sadler. Gets past one player. Going, taking on the second. Looking for the crosser in the middle. Finds it into the middle there, but Zebras players were a little good able to get in the end of that. And it's easily picked up there by Rossi. Once again, the Werribee goalkeeper. Goes the kick down the ground again. Williams underneath it. Wins the header down into the path of Mahazi. Mahazi out wide to Petrov. Petrov now takes a touch. Looks forward. Over the top. Looking for Simio, but can't get past the Werribee defender once again in Bavka. He's checked late there by Simioy. That's a resulting free kick for Werribee.
Playing into the hands of Werribee. Not interested in the time, Werribee. Fortunately, Dominic, a non-result here make the Zebras' tenure in the top half of the group look incredibly shaky.
Definitely will, Joe. Definitely will. Williams now. Turner, sorry, with the ball cleared out. Simioy switches out wide. Brilliant pass to Cardamone. One to beat Cardamone now. Gets past him. Still doesn't get past him though. Unfortunate there for the Zebras. Coming through now. Werribee on the counter. Back through the middle.
Space here.
Channel Slongo puts the pressure on. It's gone out for a corner to Werribee. So another set piece here for the visitors.
And another few minutes of concern for Moreland Zebras faithful here as they wait the expectations of another set piece. Can't believe that we have to comment on these sort of things, but it's been quite apparent so far. Striking options on the bench, not quite anything we can do too much at the moment.
Yeah. Zebras already completed 2 substitutions in this half with the one left. Long ball comes in. Werribee player gets a head on it. Another free header there. Must be a massive concern there for the coaching staff of the Zebras to see just these uncontested headers in the box. It's
I'm not quite sure why the keeper doesn't come and get that. It's to me that's still a 6-yard header, and a commanding goalkeeper with the confidence right up would pluck that off with a punch. But
that's probably just it, Joe. Well said. It was. I think it's a confidence factor at the moment with the Zebras goalkeeper, and not coming out for those balls that are a goalkeeper's ball every day of the week.
Werribee picking up the loose ones now and making us pay with some rugged challenges. They've lifted their intensity, but the quality's still not there from Moreland Zebras in the second half.
Now Murray on the end of it now for the Werribee City. Takes a free kick over the top, looping one into the 18-yard box. Header comes through. Petrov into the space, and there's a third one there. There was just poor defending there from the Zebras. Petrov didn't really do much with it at all. And that, ladies and gentlemen, may be the game here at CB Smith. Werribee take a commanding 3-0 lead over the Moreland Zebras.
Goal Werribee City, Moreland Zebras 0, Werribee City 3.
Going through it again, Joe. Just another set piece. The Zebras unable to defend there, unfortunately.
Some of the Zebras faithful leaving already. It's quite apparent what the day is going to bring. State of shock here, Dominic.
It is a little bit, Joe, yeah.
Genese not travelling as well as he could.
Karamoni challenges it, but Werribee just clearing it now. That's all they're happy to do now. The ball just trickles over the line. Another throw in for Werribee there. They're taking their time, not rushing to get to these throw-ins and free kicks now.
72-minute mark. Werribee 3, Moreland Zebras 0. Not what the scribes thought might happen with this game.
Nope. Throw-in taken there by Sadler. With the option for fights Cardamone now. Two players behind him to beat. Gone out for another Zebras throw-in. Sadler comes up, takes it. Looking for Goodwin. Can't bring it down. Ball still in play. Cardamone underneath it. Finds McMonagall, has. Mahazi into the middle to Turner. Turner takes a shot. Comes off a Werribee player though. Williams with it now. Back through the middle. McMonagall, has. Tried to turn, couldn't get anywhere with it though. Goodwin brings down the ball. It's gone out of touch though. And it's going to be a Werribee throw-in.
It's a little bit of shock here. We're settling into the headspace with the scoreline reading something abhorrent. Not something Moreland Zebras has been used to in the last few years, Dominic. And
no. Slongo there tries to get the clearance down the ground, but goes over the line for a throw-in. Here's a first substitution here for Werribee City, coming off number 19, Carlin Feely, being replaced by number 18, Tedros Yabio. So number 19 for 18. Throw in now for Werribee. Throw comes back in. Looking for the head of the Zebras player. Can't get through. Werribee still brings it down. Ball still in play. Attacking half now for Werribee. Comes across. Switch through the middle. Gets it in there. Still with it, Werribee. A bit of holding there and free kick against Trevor Simakula there for Werribee, and Zebras will take the quick free kick. Turner gives it out wide, but it's gone over the touchline again.
None of those passes are sticking there.
No,
hitting
not at
their
all
target.
today.
Not at all. As the local Hoons decide to scoot past.
Yep. Throw-in comes in.
Well, I'm at a state of shock here, Dominic.
It is a little bit now, Joe. I think a few people here at the ground today weren't expecting this result, definitely for the Zebras. Long one over the top now. Ball into the play.
Much more fluent.
Genezia comes out.
Just doesn't
Not
attack.
sure what he was thinking there.
Doesn't attack the ball with any vigour.
No.
Andre he's got his hands splayed way in advance of actually getting to the ball, and the focus should have been on getting to the ball. Given that he's the protected one in the box, bit concerning.
So Genezia now with the goal kick. Kick's taken, comes to the halfway line. McMonaghy House gets underneath it, gets a flick on. Turner tries to go after the contested header, doesn't win it. Mahazi as well. Simioy with it, tries to turn. Gets through, referee's got the whistle in his mouth, and he's picked a free kick there for the Zebras. Mahazi to take it. So Turner, long one over the top, looking for Tremaine Sadler, who he finds, brings it down, but it's an offside flag. It's poor play. He saw the line there of the defenders, but still managed to walk into an offside. Being that far deep, I don't understand how these players find themselves in an offside position with that sort of ball, Joe.
There's a look across the field, and you should be able to tell exactly where you're at. Oh, it's not one to write home about today, especially feel for the supporters come out on a day to watch the team get back into stride.
As the rain starts to bellow down here at CB Smith.
The doom has settled in more ways than one at Marvellous Moreland today, as Moreland Zebras are behind 3-0. Werribee City still looking to run.
Petrov wins it down. Tremaine Sadler now. Long and over the top to Goodwin. Still can't get that ball under control though, Goodwin. Back to Cardamone now. Cardamone with the ball. Back into the middle. Can't find his player. Werribee in possession once again.
Turns it over. Uncharacteristic turnovers.
There have been a lot of them today.
Every player today. As Rossi scoots it wide.
Bafka tries to find his teammate over the top. Can't get the ball into play, and it goes out for a Zebras throw. Petrov throws it to Mahazi. First time volley looking for Simoy over the top. Simoy flicks the header over the top of him. Asking for the free kick there or movement from his teammates, but nothing doing, and it's gone out for another Werribee goal kick. Ross will take his time here in getting this ball. There's no rush for Werribee at this stage. Give you some scores around the ground as we're waiting for this free kick. So it's Brunswick City 2, Melbourne Victory 0, 88th minute. 87th minute, Melbourne City 2, Eastern Lions 2. 89th minute, Moreland City 0, Murray United 0. 85th minute, North Geelong 3, Whittlesea Rangers 1. And 85th minute, Springvale White Eagles 1, Dandenong City 0. Ball comes back in now. Zebras with it now. Cardamone trying to get past the defender and the Werribee defender there. Pushes him out wide. Brilliantly done there by Cardamone. Wins the ball back. Comes out with it now. Finds Turner in the middle. Can't get through though. Simoy with the flick across, but can't find his teammate in Goodwin in the middle.
That's probably an example of how the day's gone, Dominic. Scramble passing. Hope for the best and no one there on the end of it. So I note both of those teams, North Geelong, and it opens up the door with St Albans still to play. So Moreland Zebras in dire straits here in order dropping down the ladder. Can't get a result here today.
Brilliant ball into the middle. Finds Simoy. Turns. Goes round one. Can't get past the other. Into the path of Cardamone, but he can't get past the Werribee defender. It's just been one of those days, Joe. That ball has not gone in the way of the Zebras there today.
Indeed. Finding some opportunities, but there's no class on the end of it.
79th minute. Still 11 minutes plus any stoppage time to go, but there you go from the throw-in. Turner returns the favour back to Tremaine Sadler, but he can't keep the ball in play, and Werribee will run the clock down here, we think. So Quick throw in taken. Goes across, looking for Goodwin, finds Simioy. Simioy tries to get round. No free kick given. Comes through now. Petrov with it. Back to Williams. Williams back into the middle to Mahazi. Mahazi over the top, looking for Simioy. Gets through Simioy. And there's a goal there for Simioy. Brilliantly done for the Zebras. Scores it. Bit of a scuffle there in the goals. Simioy trying to get the ball. Murray not giving the ball back. A few players there for the Zebras going in now. Murray just holding on to that ball. He needs to let go of it. I don't know why he's holding it for.
Goal Moreland Zebras. Goal Moreland Zebras. Moreland Zebras 1, Werribee City 3.
So Simioy with the goal for the Zebras. 10 minutes still to play. Dare say that goal needed to happen about 15-20 minutes ago, Joe, to give the Zebras any sort of hope. But there's still 10 minutes to play, and we've seen weirder results.
It's not jumping out of hoops just yet, Dominic, but not that long to go, unfortunately. And you're right, this was a goal for early on in the piece. Might have applied a bit of pressure.
A good one. Closes. Zebras win possession back. Tries to go back out wide to Cardamone, but ball trickles over. And Rossi to see it go out of touch for a goal kick. Simioy helping him out, putting the ball down for him. Getting the goal kick happening.
Bit of gamesmanship by Bradley Murray there, former Zebras player, just buying a bit of time.
So, long kick taken now. Mahazi wins the ball down for the Zebras. Finds Cardamone with it. Cardamone can't keep possession of the ball. Yes, he still does. Gives it back out to Williams. Williams out wide to Petrov. Petrov now. Ball bobbles a little bit there, but loses possession.
Bad first touch.
There was.
Williams has to win this, and he does.
Does. Finds Mahazi. Can't bring it down, though. Ball goes through. Williams, long one over the top. Looking for...
Alec Goodwin gives away a free kick unnecessarily.
Stupid free kick there.
Not quite sure who's pointing where, but it's a free kick to Werribee by the looks of it.
It is.
At the moment, it's an afternoon where the Zebras have lowered their colours so far.
Comes out wide. Petrov with it now. Petrov through the middle. Finds Simioy. Simioy back out wide to Petrov. Petrov with the cross. Oh, it's in! It's another goal for the Zebras. It's 3-2. Zebras coming back late in this game. 3-2 now. 83 minutes gone. And it's Mahazi there. Petrov with the cross. Gets the goal there for the Zebras.
Not quite sure how far we've got left to go in the game, but
84 minutes gone. There's still 6 minutes plus any additional stoppage. Okay, turning now. Turns in the middle with it now. Zebra's still doing all the pushing. 6 minutes left to go. Long one over the top, looking for Simioy. On the end of it though, Rossi for the Werribee goalkeeper there, picks the ball up. Takes a bounce. Taking his time now. Puts the ball to ground, wasting a little bit more time. Ball up in the air. Williams wins the header for the Zebras. Brilliantly done. McMonagle Ehouse with it now. Brilliantly done. Brings it down again. Petrov wastes the ball though. Needed to take his touch there and then put it centre forward, but tried it on the first time and it goes out for a Werribee throw-in.
just taken the chill out of the Werribee supporters for a few minutes. I'm sure they'll realise they're still in front.
Mahazi now, out wide to Slongo. Slongo over the top, looking for Katamani, can't find him, no. Still in possession, Werribee. Comes through now, streaming forward. 3-on-3 now, coming through the back. Goes past the sign to Slongo. Goes into the 18-yard box.
Letting him
and
run
the ball,
a long way.
Sadler with it now. Brilliantly done by Sadler. Comes back out wide now, brings the ball out for the Zebras. Looking for his options forward. Goes to the flick on to Katamani, running onto it. Katamani just didn't read the play there and easily cut off there by the Werribee defender. Comes back out wide, over the top. Songo there to cover for the Zebras. And he's gone down. And it's a throw into the Zebras. There's a throw in there. Handball, sorry, free kick. No, throw in taken. Quick one taken by the Zebras. Alec Goodwin brings it down. Looks for Simu over the top, can't find him, no. Werribee closes it down through Murray. Murray now distributes out wide and just settles things down. 3-2 here. 2 late goals here from the Zebras. Petrov now sees the ball go out of play. Takes the ball in now. Throw into Williams. Williams brings it down. Looks for his options forward to Tatiano Slongo. Slongo with it now. Out wide to Sadler. Sadler with it. Tries to turn the Werribee player but can't get past him. Ball turned over. Can't get through there.
Oh,
and
is he
he's
offside?
Yes, he is. Williams now to take the free kick for the Zebras. Can't be long left. It's 86 minutes. There's still 4 minutes to play plus any stoppage now. Williams now with the free kick. Goes along, looking for Cardamone. Just drifts over the top of his head. Easily cleared by Werribee. Still in possession.
You feel Werribee's just stepped it up a bit now, realising the danger.
But turned over. Now Simuo with it. Looks for his options forward. Finds Alec Goodwin into the path of McMonaghy. Hassan with the ball. Out wide to Cardamone. Cardamone with the ball. Takes a shot. Oh, it's deflected away by the goalkeeper. Saved, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Brilliant defending there. Brilliant attacking pressure from the Zebras again.
No one running in for that block shot there. The simple tap in. But no one's still playing reactive football, Moreland Zebras, but... Werribee taking their sweet time about the throw in. every second counts now. 3.
Over the top. Looking for Cardamone. Can't find him. Mahazi. Brings it down there. Ball goes through now. Here's a breakaway for Werribee. Tatiana Slongo there covering. Williams gets in. Wins the ball back for the Zebras.
No, he doesn't.
No. And there it is. It's all over. There was a turnover there from Slongo, let him go through.